fact that he's always a humble guy.
Yeah. And that's why I decided, through advice, through advice, there's a person came and told me that, Matiko is a good person.
He's a good person. But at times people use him in a bad way.
Yeah, exactly. Let me tell you one thing.
This guy is a humble person. Very, very humble. Down to earth. He never abuses people.
Exactly.
Like for me ajaini tu. Matiko maini tukana kweli. Hivyo ndo naambia watu. Yani tunakuanga na heshima mimi na wewe kabisa. So what I'm telling Matiko, he has never abused me. He has been very respectful. But people who surround him, they are very, very evil. But for me, I have no problem with him. For sure. He's a good person. One-on-one with Matiko. Matiko, tell us your story. Your experience.
Yeah, what to have you
mwambie Kiswahili.
Yake wageyo kama hare proto.
Ya hare. Kako sawa.
Aragambi aldasema. Eti nasikia tulikuwa kitchen mama yangu.
Hebu tusimame hapo kwa kibudi. Tusomeke na jua. Guys, I never expected kitchen.
Alisema
mama. Uko hapa. Na Matiko's sister, she's right there.
Aliniambia eti alikuwa jikoni. Yeye ndo alikuwa anapiga menu.
Speak in English.
Matiko told me that he was in the kitchen. Yeah.
In the kitchen.
He was the
kitchen department.
Head cooker.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. He was the one serving people there. Wow, mama yangu. Why don't you see mama yangu?
I did.
Wagwan, I hope that you're fine and you're having a great time. So guys, welcome. If you are coming across this channel for the first time, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I am on the road to 1K. Please take me there. By the way, it's you that I'm depending on to just make sure that I am at 1K. It's so cold today. It has been raining for the last 2 days and it's so cold. You can see from the way I am dressed today. It is on a Monday morning. I'm here, sitting here. You can see the bottle brush, my favorite place when I'm here. You know where I am at. So guys, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to this backup channel. There's someone who was asking me, do I have 2 channels? And the answer is yes, I do have 2 channels. And this is my second one. It is a backup channel. You can do that if you feel like doing so. So my people, let me talk about something that is kinda irritating. This guy called Matiko, we all know the Matiko who used to be a drunkard. There's a time I came out here and did a video in this channel and said Matiko had relapsed and he had gone back to take alcohol, to be a partaker of alcohol. And then what I said is I wasn't so sure because I couldn't get hold of any receipts. The other day I saw him with David Jr. and Murimi. Is that the name of the other guy, Murimi? Yeah. I saw them. They were doing content in David's channel. Of course, the two don't have a channel. And David Jr. did a lot of kinda interviewed Matiko. And from that, I got to learn 1 or 2 things. According to Matiko, he has not gone back to take alcohol as he used to do, but rather he's doing something to make his life to become better. If you remember, Ginto had promised that he will help this guy. And in fact, he went out and shot a video at Matiko's home when Matiko arrived from Nairobi. And Ginto was like, he's going to help him, he's going to employ him. But remember, that was just for content. Because so far, that guy Ginto has not done anything to Matiko. If you know what I'm talking about. Ginto just did that for content, and you know the way he was like, hey, he has a lot of stuff that he's doing, or he can employ that guy, he can give him something to do so that he can earn some money. From what I heard, Matiko said he wants to get a boda, and of course, in David Jr.'s video, we saw Matiko carrying Devi and those 2 other guys, and he said he's doing some boda riding and all that. Again, he was appreciative to Devi. Unless I'm the one who did not hear it properly. He was very appreciative. He thanked Devi for taking him to rehab. And I was kind of impressed when Matiko said while at the rehab, he was like a prefect. The problem of being a teacher. Okay, he was like a prefect at the rehab, and he was in charge of the kitchen sector. And when you look at Matiko's body, of course, he looks good. Yeah, he's kind of transformed. If you've been maybe following him for quite some time, you remember the way he used to be, very thin, you know, skinny, as if he never used to eat any food. But with him going to the rehab, he came back better and transformed. If you know what I'm talking about, you understand. And therefore, the guy is doing well. Do you get it? And he said he has 2 clinics that he needs to attend. That is in, is it two to 3 clinics that he needs to attend in Nairobi? And definitely, if he remains sober, then definitely he's on the journey to recovery. My problem is with people like MAXONE. MAXONE comes out and talks about the way he's so tired of defending this family, that is Matiko's family, because they have been selling land, you know, to the V. According to them, it is at a throwaway price. And my question is simple to the naysayers. Do you think Matiko's family, they don't have their own common sense? And this matter to do with you people coming out, mobilizing people, inciting people against the family. Who told you anyone is doing, you know, like anyone is messing around with the family? Who told you this family people are taking advantage of? It is them that are selling the land. And they're selling willingly, like nobody has forced anyone to do it. If you understand and you know how the process of selling land is, then you'll know nobody has done it by force. It is you who, let's say you want to sell a piece of land or whichever the property, you go out looking for the buyer. And when the buyer comes and buys, you can't sit there and blame people. By the way, I know of a family here in Kenya. Their father was so sick, very sick. And they needed money to ensure that their dad underwent the necessary treatment, and it was an emergency. And this family came out publicly and asked whoever wants to buy a piece of land, and actually it was sold at a low price because they urgently needed the money. And whoever had money back then bought the piece of land. Remember, nobody has taken advantage of anyone. It is just a matter of a willing buyer and a willing seller. So you guys, when you come out and you want to, to incite people against David Jr., David Jr. knows what he's doing. And David Jr. has learned the art of amassing wealth through, from his father. And that is why you see David Jr. is going around buying pieces of land, any money that he has. He doesn't play with the money. And if you've been following Devi for a very long time, you'll realize that Devi is not an extravagant person. Do you get it? He's not. Devi is so minimal that most of the time he spends less. Like he doesn't dish out a lot of money, because he knows his long-term plan. He knows he wants to have as many pieces of land as he can. And therefore, it will be very unfair when people come out and they're kind of, bringing to the public wrong information. That is what I call misinforming the public, misinforming subscribers. There's nothing that anyone can do as long as you have agreed. As long as there's an agreement, that is it. You may come out and say the way the chief, I don't know, is corrupt. Like how? How can the chief be corrupt? If the work of the chief is to come there as a witness, just like any other witness, during the land buying process. But you can't just come out and say, oh, the chief is corrupt, I don't know, the chief is this and that and that. It can't work. It can't work. The chief is there just like any other person. His work is to be the eye as an administrator of that community. And therefore, the people like Masubawan, if you say you are tired of defending this family, please keep off from David Jr. Let them be, let the family be. Why should you be out here saying that you are fighting for the vulnerable in the society? Yet you know very well what you are doing is for your own stomach. You are not doing anything. This family, Matiko's family, has been selling land for the longest period of time. And you people in Nyabohanse, why haven't you ever said anything? And it has been selling land not just to David Jr.'s family, but to so many people in Nyabohanse. Why haven't you ever come out to talk about it? And this is where I kind of have a lot of problem with these people. Anytime it is Ondari's family, they have to come out and start, peddling lies in the YouTube streets. But when someone else does the same thing, they don't come out and say anything. This matter to do with Chef Matiko buying the piece of land from Mrimi. They never said anything. No one mentioned it until when Dimwango went and bought a piece of land. Is that not being so evil? Eh? Ain't you people not the weirdest form of human beings that have ever graced this face of the world? Why would you always wait for a specific family so that you come out and pretend the way you care so much? If you care, you're supposed to speak anytime anyone comes out and does the same thing. You're supposed to speak about it. And this guy, Kohera Papa, hey, this guy, I have said it so many times. When I look at him, he's almost the age of my dad. But this guy is something else, something else. He is now inciting people, putting people against David Jr. and the father, just because of land. Did they steal the land? And I saw a comment where someone said David Jr. is learning all this through his father. His father has trained him, to be the next person who is going to grab everything from Nyabohanse. Guys, it is not that way. What I stick to is willing buyer, willing seller. If today I want to sell my piece of land and I go and sell it at 1,000 Kenyan shillings, that is my own problem. If that is how I value my piece of land, and then there is a willing buyer who has the 1,000 Kenyan shillings, and they bring to me, we sign an agreement, I can't squander that money and then start coming out here running left and right saying someone duped me. It is I that has valued my land. I've looked at it. I have been satisfied that this is the amount. When someone brings the amount and we agree and we put our signatures, that is the end of it. And there's nothing that you can do. Those people that are saying, I don't know, Matiko's children will go after David Jr., it will never work, guys. It will never work. Documentation is key. And that is why things to do with title deeds are very important. Anytime you purchase a piece of land, you need to do a lot of search. You need to understand who is the actual owner of the title deed before you just give out your money, because sometimes you may find yourself in a limbo. And of course I know they have done all that, and there's nothing that Matiko's children will do to David Jr. or the family, because their father disposed the land willingly. Do you get it? Nobody forced him. Like no one took his hand, took his hand and forced him to, to put the whatevers, the signature and the fingerprints. It was out of, a win-win situation. After a negotiation, they came to an agreement. So sometimes, guys, people are so crazy out here that sometimes you may never figure out what they exactly want. And that is why we keep on talking about this matter. And as we have always said, it is not that this is the first family that is doing that. Many people have done that before them. It is only that people are so much concerned with them because this is a family that is a star, a rich family. The kids are doing good. They are traveling all over the world. They are buying property. And people are so jealousy of them to an extent that they'll want to come out and put them down. On other news, I heard JT being out here body shaming Paris. Guys, let me tell you something with our African men. I don't know how they expect women to walk at the beach. Hey, guys, let me tell you. I'll be going to Mombasa very soon. Yeah, very soon. I think so. Maybe. And of course, when I am at the beach, I must wear my bikini. So you think whatever you want to think, but of course I'll be in my swimsuit. Would you want me to go at... Oh, guys, if you want to see me at the beach, wearing my hoodie and my dress, by the way, I have a dress here. It is only that it is so cold, It's very cold. I have my dress in here. If you want to see me at the beach in this hoodie and in my dress, let me know. Drop your comment right here. And this is a common behavior in Nyabohanse. I don't know what is wrong with some of these men in Nyabohanse. They are the same men that have always come out to attack Dimwango when she is out and about, creating her content, like when she was in Jamaica, the Cayman Island, and all those other places that we have seen her going for swimming. I don't know, how do they want their women to go at the beach? Do you want someone to swim in a hoodie and a trouser? What exactly do they want? And this is what I call backward culture. So this is a culture that is retrogressive. Do you understand? It is a culture that is not progressive, a culture that is meant to demean women. Because if you sit down and you want to body shame me because I have a forehead and you are a man, you want to body shame because I'm chubby. Because when you look at a person like Paris, she's kind of chubby. Yeah, you know, her body is average. That is how it is described, you know, average, a few, some extra fats here and there. If that is how you look at a sister and you shame her, what do you get out of it? Making fun, sitting in a live stream, a whole man, a whole grown-up man in a live stream, and you are shaming this lady. And your subscribers are there cheering you, and you are making fun of a person. It's not in order, JT. It is not in order. Do you get it? So let Paris enjoy. If she wants to go and run after Wazungus in Mombasa, that is her own problem. You know, how do you come in? Do you get it? That is her own business. Let her go do whatever she wants to do in Mombasa. Let her, you know, pick the Wazungus at the beach and create some content with them. That is what I told you guys, by the way. If you feel like Mzungu is the one that is going to boost your channel, go get one. There are so many at the coast of Kenya. Go get one. And of course, I know maybe your views gonna go high. So these are just my 2 cents. What do you think about this video? Have you subscribed? Take me to 1K subscribers. Like this video before you watch it. Thank you so much and goodbye for now.